What if the dream lifestyle you've always imagined is actually the opposite of what you need? We uncover the surprising realities of urban versus rural living, exposing how your environment subtly shapes your social interactions, stress levels, and even your sense of purpose. Prepare to rethink everything you thought you knew about where you truly belong. When it comes to choosing where to live, the debate between city and rural living is as old as civilization itself. Each environment offers its own unique set of advantages and challenges, shaping the daily experiences, opportunities, and even the mindsets of those who call them home. Let's take a closer look at the lifestyle differences between city and rural living, exploring everything from pace and convenience to community work and well-being. Imagine waking up in a bustling metropolis. The city hums to life before the sun is fully up. The streets fill with cars and buses. The sidewalks with streams of people heading off to work, school, or their favorite coffee shop. Skyscrapers cast long shadows over the avenues, and the aroma of fresh pastries mingles with the scent of exhaust. In the city, everything feels close at hand. Supermarkets, pharmacies, gyms, restaurants, theatres, and museums are often just a short walk or quick transit ride away. Convenience is one of the city's greatest assets. Need a midnight snack? There's likely a 24-hour store nearby. Craving a new experience? Art galleries, concerts, and pop-up events are constantly at your fingertips. Contrast this with mornings in the countryside. Here, the world wakes up more slowly. Sunlight filters through trees or across open fields, and the soundscape is shaped by birdsong and the gentle rustle of leaves. Instead of the constant buzz of traffic, it's the lowing of cows or the crow of a rooster that breaks the silence. Distances are greater and errands require more planning. The nearest grocery store might be miles away, and spontaneous late-night cravings often go unfulfilled. Yet, rural living offers a different kind of convenience. The closeness to nature, wide open to spaces, and the simple pleasure of stepping outside into fresh, clean air. Community is another aspect where city and rural life diverge. In cities, the sheer density of people means you're always surrounded by others. But paradoxically, this can often feel isolating. Social circles are typically formed around workplaces, shared interests, or neighborhoods. But the fast pace and transient nature of urban living can make lasting connections harder to forge. On the other hand, rural communities are often tightly knit. Neighbors know each other by name, local events bring people together, and there's a shared sense of responsibility for the well-being of the community. Privacy can be harder to come by, but the support network is strong. And in times of need, help is never far away. Work and career opportunities also differ dramatically between city and rural areas. Cities are economic powerhouses, offering an abundance of jobs across industries: finance, technology, education, healthcare, arts, and more. The competition is fierce, but the possibilities for advancement, networking, and specialization are vast. Startups and established companies alike thrive in the concentrated talent pools that cities provide. Rural economies, in contrast, are often centered around agriculture, resource extraction, small businesses, or tourism. While job options may be more limited and salaries lower, there's often a greater sense of autonomy and direct impact in the work. Many rural residents are self-employed or work in family businesses, And the slower pace can mean less stress and more time for personal pursuits. Of course, no discussion of lifestyle would be complete without considering housing and cost of living. Urban real estate is notoriously expensive. Apartments are often small, and home ownership can feel out of reach for many. The trade-off is proximity to amenities, cultural attractions, and the pulse of modern life. In rural areas, housing is generally more affordable, and it's not uncommon to find spacious homes with large yards or even acres of land for less than the price of a city studio. The lower cost of living can mean less financial pressure and more room to grow, literally and figuratively. Transportation shapes daily routines in profound ways. In cities, public transit is king. Subways, buses, trams, and ride shares make it possible to navigate without a car, and many people even prefer to walk or bike. While rush hour can be a headache, the abundance of options means that getting around is relatively easy, even without personal transportation. In the countryside, however, a car is usually essential. Long distances between destinations and limited public transportation mean that driving is a daily reality. For some, this represents freedom and self-reliance. For others, it can be an isolating or costly necessity. Education and healthcare are two pillars of quality of life, and here, urban areas often have the edge. Cities boast a wide array of schools, universities, hospitals, and the specialized clinics, attracting top talent and offering cutting-edge services. Access to advanced care and diverse educational opportunities is a major draw for families and professionals alike. Rural communities may have fewer options, with schools and hospitals spread out over larger areas, and sometimes facing shortages of staff or resources. However, the smaller scale can also mean more personalized attention and a closer relationship with educators and healthcare providers. Safety and security are concerns everywhere, but they manifest differently. Urban crime rates are often higher, with property and violent crimes more common in densely populated areas. That said, cities are also well policed and equipped with emergency services. Rural areas, by contrast, tend to have lower crime rates, but may face challenges related to emergency response times and access to specialized services. Perceptions of safety are shaped as much by environment as by statistics, influencing everything from how children play to how adults move through their communities. Lifestyle choices extend to leisure and recreation. City dwellers enjoy a dizzying array of entertainment options, from restaurants and nightclubs to theaters, sports arenas, and cultural festivals. The urban landscape rewards curiosity and spontaneity, with new trends and experiences always around the corner. In rural settings, leisure is often tied to the great outdoors, hiking, fishing, gardening, or simply exploring the natural world. Life slows down, allowing space for hobbies, family time, and reflection. Ultimately, the choice between city and rural living comes down to personal values and priorities. Or do you crave tranquility, space, and a closer connection to nature? Each environment offers a distinct way of life with its own rhythms, rewards, and challenges. By understanding the differences, we can better appreciate what each has to offer and perhaps find the balance that best suits our own journey.